Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series. Ingram outside. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Now nearly 7 feet tall, according to some reports. Wow, Ingram making his presence felt at the rim.
Now here's Morant. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And it's good, 2 points.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
To the inside. Taken away by Williams. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Powell. Outside, Payne. Cranes the three-pointer.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Jokic inside. Williams with the block. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Grant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Now Ingram. After the missed three from Desmond. Oh!
Yes! Awesome. Brandon Ingram typically isn't about the flash, but he showed it right there.
Now Morant. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. All sorts of time. Misses off the left iron.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Here's Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Going inside, and slam dunk by Ingram.
With those long steps, it takes Ingram very few dribbles to get to where he wants to go.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Gafford throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Pass to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First personal foul. Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches, works well as a facilitator, and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4. He was definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Here's Culver, and he lays it straight in.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Melton. It's taken away by Smith. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
No good on the second free throw. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Robinson Earl. And again, Memphis no good. Kicked away. And here's the break. Here's Bay. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the middle, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish. They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Powell. A 3-ball. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Allen. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Bain. Pass to Powell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor. You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
And he gets it back. 5 to shoot. Stolen. Morant left side. Lets the 3 fly. Allen with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Smith. Rebound by Williams. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Covington. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Here's Morant. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Phoenix leading by 5.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now, here's Melton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. In the corner, it's Bane. For 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Kicks it out to Grant. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 6 on the wing. Bane. Back to McConnell. Pass to Gafford. Outside, Bane. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the rejection by Gafford.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Now here's Williams. Good on the shot. And now just a 4-point Suns lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Grant. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jokic with the bucket.
A jack-of-all-trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Bane inside the 3-point line. Misses off the right iron. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
gifted scorer. I like when Lowry takes initiative and looks to capitalize inside.
And finished off by Morant.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them, a spark that turned things around.
Lock at 6. Pass to Ingram. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Pass to Bane. Out to Morant. Back to Bane. Let's go. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And the Suns call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns UKC.
Both teams changing it up here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jokic with the bucket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Pass to Grant.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jokic inside. And Jokic slams it in.
And night in and night out, you can always count on Jokic to bring it. He is a special, special talent. And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
And from second-rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Now, here's Jokic. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Over Jokic. Robinson Earl, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Jokic inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Powell. To halt the run. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Wasted no time on that one. White's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Both teams will make substitutions. 35 seconds left in the third. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Saddiq Bey's athleticism on display. Defense couldn't do nothing about it.
Snatched away. Hung. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Smith surveying the D. Ingram outside. 1 second left. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the
42.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Phoenix. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here is Smith. There's the drive. And Smith with the stop.
And this is one of Smith's strengths, his ability to attack and cut through the defense and just finishing with ease at the rim.
To the paint. And then Culver with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Back to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 16.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Morant with a wide open look. And Culver pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
And that's just good physical play by Jokic. Goes hard on the offensive glass there for the second chance hoop.
It's Allen with the drive. And slam dunk by Allen.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Here's Morant. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Now, here's Grant. Rebound by Williams.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Left side, Grant. It's good. Grant's got his first 2 points.
That's a nice physical play by Grant, pushing through the contact to get to his finish.
Bane, no good.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And all game long, they worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And Memphis making a change here. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Pass to Melton. The 3, good. And McConnell gets the assist.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's Bitadze. It's stolen by Bradley. Nice shot by Smith.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Here's Bitadze. Doubled by Smith. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Allen for the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Memphis.
He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Ingram outside. Pass to Smith. And here's Covington from the arc. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just...
The crowd is assembled here at the FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a Grizzlies victory. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And for the Memphis Grizzlies, guys, they come in off that loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Here's Morant. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Now, Hero. Outside Curry. Picked by Horford. Fires the three. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Here's Morant. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Bane. Takes a three. That shot off the mark. So the Kings will take it the other way. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
Pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Curry's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Porter. And he banks in the layup.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Now here's Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Curry on the wing. Misses the wing J.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
To the inside. Bane.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
Pass to Horford. Sacramento moving it around. On deep. And it's Morant with the rebound.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Sacramento. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Here's Powell. No good with the layup. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here is Conley. Pass to Olynyk. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Give Kelly Olynyk credit, sticking with the shot despite intense coverage.
Sacramento shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Powell. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Kings. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Ball's knocked loose. McConnell scanning the floor. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace in transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Pass to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Such a clever facilitator. Steph Curry is fantastic at noticing when his teammates are uncovered.
Payne, no good. The Kings trail by 8. From deep three-point range, the shot by Curry, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And Memphis making a change here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. And the idea to close down the paint.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Pass to Hero. Back to Curry. From downtown, here's O'Connell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
The Kings have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
For Memphis, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
The shooting of Desmond Bane, it's special. knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
Inside. Okongwu grabs the board. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the King. It's a 10-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hero. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
We see it almost nightly. Hero is underrated in terms of his ability to score inside.
And you know, the proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Both teams will make substitutions. The Kings trail by 10. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Down low. Olynyk with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Payne for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Kings going the other way now. Here's Brown. A special move before the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The shot's good from Gafford.
More than willing to make the next pass. Powell is a total team player.
And the rejection by Gafford. One-on-one here. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Olynyk. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Olynyk. Goes up again. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They host the 76ers after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. They get a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh!
Yes!
And that one is stuffed right through.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
Now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Kings trailed by 10. Curry attacking. And good that time.
We know about Stephen Curry's pregame dribbling ritual. He showed him off right there on that play.
Here's Morant.
Oh, yes.
is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Curry. Kicks it out to Hero. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Williams.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And then Morant slams it in.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Outside Porter. Launches it. Doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Payne. Fires from deep. And no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Curry looking around. Shoots over Morant. That one a little long.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
4-on-3 break. Pass to Curry. From deep. Sacramento again missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their final run.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The Kings trail by 16. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Here's Curry. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
You see the body control there from Curry. Guys trying to knock him off his rhythm.
Here's Melton. The dive for the ball. And he stays with it. Here's Williams. Kept alive. And at last they get one to fall. Williams has got 10 points. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bitadze's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Conley's shot is off.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings.
Blocking foul call. William Bitadze. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Picked by Harrell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead. He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Grizzlies running away with this one. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Okongwu at the elbow. Rebounded by Gafford. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
And the rejection by Gafford. Morant with it. Conley picks him up. And Gafford throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bane. From deep. And they recover it. The 3. Here's Gafford. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
He's explosive off 1 foot, 2 feet. Norman Powell is just an incredible athlete.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The first one falls. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Got a piece of it. Here's Morant. Pass to Neto. Here's Livers. To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Here's Neto. Pass to Livers. Down low. And the rejection by Curry.
Great anticipation from Steph Curry and beautiful timing on that play.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the 4th quarter. The tray. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They get the rebound. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Curry. Rebound by Williams.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Williams.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Memphis moving it around. Morant left side. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside Curry. Pass to Davis. Can't hit from in close. Neto surveying the floor. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here.
The Grizzlies look to take charge at the FedEx Forum, and we're going to bring it to you live from Memphis, Tennessee. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Memphis Grizzlies guys, they come in off that loss to the Jazz. Now here is Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Julius Randle picks one up. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
And here's Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Williams trying to break free. Payne, no good. Healed outside. Pass to Holiday. Hayward with the ball. Guarded by Powell. Back to Hayward. Powell with the steal. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And they're pushing it up. Outside Portis. Here is Hayward. And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Randle. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Bay pulls it in.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Payne for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thank you, David.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Memphis leading. Down low. Gafford. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Hayward. The kick out to Holiday. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Here's McConnell. Pass to Robinson Earl. Now here's Melton. And again, Memphis no good. Randall down low. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Bogdanovich. Can they get it? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Now Randall. From deep 3-point range. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Memphis. From outside the arc. Melton no good. Floats it up for Randall. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Charlotte trailing. Healed outside. Right side, Portis. Picked by Randall. Takes a 3. Rebound by Williams. Memphis with the ball. To the left wing. Pass to Powell. On the wing, Bane. Now Williams. He's defended by Randall. And he lays it straight in. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Randall right side. Over McConnell. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his first basket of the night.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randall is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Both teams changing it up here. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bounce pass, Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Healed outside. Jacks up a three. Charlotte with the new shot clock. On the wing, Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 2. It's deflected. Morant left side. Up top Powell. Three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bogdanovich wide open. A miss that time would have put him up. Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Pass to Bitadze. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Three-pointer heel. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Well, Craig, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. 1:49 left to play here in the half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. You talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Melton. And again, Memphis no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Randall outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Randall's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hornets. Pass to Gafford. And stolen by Hayward. It's Fournier on the wing. And it's the Hornets another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Gafford. And they get it. Driving to the basket. Good work there as it goes.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
.27 seconds left in the first half. Here's Randall. The Grizzlies pull it in.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Pass to Gafford. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Hornets on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here are the Grizzlies with it, trailing by 2. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Bane. Got a piece of it.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Hornets. Hayward outside. Pass to Hield. Back to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Anytime you can get Randall moving toward the rim, that's a good thing.
Right side Bane. Outside Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Hayward with the ball. Williams picks him up. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Hield can't hit. And so here's Memphis. Pass to Williams. Morant right side. For the lead. That one no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that John Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps up in his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And the Hornets call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. On the wing, Hield. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nice shot by Portis.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seen disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Now, here's McConnell. Inside. Bane. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bays got his first basket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Hield. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Randall surveying the D. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Outside, Bane. Bay with it. Randall with some nice D. And here's Holiday. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The offensive rebound. It's Portis, high post. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bogdanovich. Powell with the steal. Outside, Bane. There's 25 seconds left for the third. Here's McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Count the basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Portis. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Picked by Randall. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 3. Up. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hornets trail by 3. Now Wall. To the inside. Hield can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
6 to shoot. Now here's Hield. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Melton's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Melton. To the paint. And stolen by Portis. Hield outside. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Randall. Hield outside. Pass to Hayward. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And the Hornets miss again. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Melton feeling it out a bit. Williams can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 9. Top of the key, Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steve, we know lots of front offices build teams purely around player skills and statistical lines. So that being said, just how important is chemistry on the court and that cohesion?
It's a must. You can achieve a lot with chemistry. Build on a beautiful culture. Those are the teams that win championships.
Pass to Powell. And stolen by Hayward. Hield outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday. Williams with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They lead by 7. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies making a switch here. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Bane inside the three-point line. Off the left rim and out. Hornets trail by 7. Down low. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Dating back to his days at Kentucky, Randall can be counted on for big buckets.
Bane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second team.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bane.
And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bane can shoot it from all over. .114 left
in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. And stolen by Bane. Morant outside. It's Powell on the wing. And again, Memphis no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Hayward. Inside. And stolen by Bane. Deflects the pass. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. .40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. Outside Portis. Pass to Hield. That's tipped. And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here he goes. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And you know what helps Williams defensively? He just keeps moving his feet, and he has such quick reaction.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Hield outside. Outside Holiday. Trying to find Hield and gets it to him. Good.
And this team believes in Hield. But there, he repays their confidence by executing in the clutch.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.